Look at Nemeth trying to center his chi, perhaps.
You know who recruited me into the wrestling business, don't you? Have you done your homework? Have you read about me on Google and Wikipedia?
I believe it was Jimmy Cornette.
Come on, I made Cornette what he is. What are you talking about? I was recruited by the likes of Jerry the King Lawler and Nick Goulas. But Lawler, he backstabbed me. He just milked me for all my information. Milked me for all the talent I had. Copied everything I ever invented. Even started calling himself the king.
Why would anyone ever want to milk you, Kenny?
Beats me.
And that's a clean break right there by the Big Cat.
It's hard for me to get behind this Nick Nemeth as long as he's carrying on like a scared girl in the ring and scared of the Big Cat.
Well, the Big Cat
ain't done anything to prove himself around here yet.
Big Cat appears to be a tough customer, very cool, very calm, seems to be very calculating.
Well, he ain't even broke a sweat. That's more than I can say. I did that walking out here.
And Big Cat, hopefully not letting the frustration getting to him. He's in the head of Nick Nemeth undoubtedly at this point. And Nemeth appears to be pleading his case with referee Ray Ramsey.
Well, I hope he knows sign language because at Ramsey's age, I'm just not even sure he can hear him, or he may not even be able to see his fingers up that close without his reading glasses on.
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes remain.
Ramsey's a very old man. We could be sued for having him ref this many matches.
I just got that hip replacement, so I think he can hold up for another 2 or 3 years. Hopefully.
Ray Ramsey had hip replacement? Well, he has been over there.
Oh, and the Big Cat with that rear waist lock takes up Nemeth, and that's no small feat, taking a decorated amateur wrestler like Nick Nemeth down to that canvas. And the Big Cat coiled, and it looks like he's pressing that bear hug from behind, and Nemeth counters with a back elbow. Gotta believe that was a desperation maneuver.
Big elbow to the head of the cat, the Big Cat.
Big Cat.
Because that means he's got a cat head, right?
And look, the distant leg hook now by Nemeth. 2 count on the Big Cat.
Well, Nemeth is going to have to turn the offense up. He has been dominated this entire match. He's let the Big Cat just run all over him. He's got himself a break. He's on top. He needs to take advantage of it.
Well, that's what he's doing right now, squeezing with those vice-like body scissors.
Maybe he can hear me.
Across the midsection, the rib cage.
Mike Mondo route here.
Shoulders might be down here, Kenny.
Mike Mondo route here. This match would have been over before you could ring the start of the bell.
Well, the Big Cat has to live up to quite a name, not to be confused with the late, great Ernie Ladd. The Big Cat now seems to have adopted that moniker. That's a heavy shadow.
He got a long way to go if he's going to be trying to lay claims to the title of Ernie the Cat Ladd.
One of the best big men in the business of all time. Probably the greatest to translate.
Let me tell you something, Mr. TV announcer. Mr. TV announcer. That's what he used to say. I always dreamed he'd say that to me once.
Near leg hooked.
But he can't say it now.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I guess he could, but it'd be a scoop.
Certainly would. And going right back to what brought him to the dance, those body scissors reapplied on the Big Cat. And look at Nemeth. It appears he's going right into those eyes, maybe covering the nose and mouth, preventing the Big Cat from catching his breath.
7 minutes gone, 3 minutes remain.
And Nick Nemeth knows the clock is ticking, knows it's going to take a lot more to put the big man out.
Does Nemeth have enough power in those legs to make the Big Cat give up? That's the question. I don't know. I'm going to say no.
Well, Nemeth, you got to consider he had a match last night with the Carnival Freak Nick Sin.
Where was that at? Was that here?
That was here. You were out here for it.
No, I don't think I was.
Oh, you came and gave Milton the boot.
I think
that was Milton's last straw.
Milton the Ranger was out here for that one.
Well, that's bad news for Nick Nemeth, as he has just dropped, not so gingerly, to that canvas by the Big Cat. Now the Big Cat needs to get back to his feet and mount some sort of offense. Catch Nick Nemeth back off guard like he had him in the beginning of this matchup. Nick Nemeth winding up.
Swinging at him with that taped fist.
That was a swing and a miss if I've ever seen one. And those jabs fired off and putting a little
The only place you'll see
one.
more swings and misses is a Cincinnati Reds baseball game.
Hey, easy now. We got that Cincinnati market every Saturday at 1 p.m.
Well, I'm telling them everything they know.
And there's no timeouts in wrestling.
Well, there is if you can get out of the ring and get the ref to go along with it.
Well, you can't call for it. And look at this, Nemeth trying to struggle his way out of that predicament. Handful of tights in the roll-up.
He did. If he'd have done more of that with the Spirit Squad, I wouldn't have been so hot at him.
Here is your winner, Nick Nemeth.
And a man that holds victory over Roddy Piper, over Ric Flair, over Triple H and HBK, now holds a victory over the Big Cat. And Nemeth might want to turn around, Kenny. And again, he might not want to.
Well, this Big Cat's obviously a hothead, isn't he? Got beat fair and square, now he's all hot about it.
Well, I think the Big Cat dominated this entire match.
Put him down, you big redneck. I don't like him either, but he did beat you fair and square.
And that Samoan drop takes Nemeth down to the canvas. And Nemeth picks up the W in the record books, but the Big Cat's the man that leaves on his feet.
As a hothead. Oh, wait a minute.